Hey guys, how are we doing today? I'm George and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome back to the Swindon Town Career Mode. We're on episode 5 now. As you see in the background, we are trying to offer Matty Taylor a new contract. And yeah, so you see that in the background, and we also make one deadline day signing, which I think is actually a very, very good signing. Now, I did say I wanted a midfielder in the deadline day. Before that, we are offering Matty Taylor a new contract. He did want a bigger wage increase, and I wasn't really willing to pay it, but in the end, you'll see I do pay it in the end anyway. And I was a bit gutted because obviously I only wanted him for an extra year because I can see him probably retiring at the end of next season. But I was a bit annoyed that I had to pay a little bit more money, but that's just the way it goes. He is one of our better players. Yes, he is going to go down in stats, but I didn't want to lose him in January next year because he will probably go to another team if I didn't offer him a new contract, and that's why I did it for. But yeah, we got it for another 1-year deal, and also you'll see here Rodney Congolo is a CDM / centre mid from Doncaster. Obviously, we played Doncaster. I'm pretty certain we played Doncaster, didn't we, this season? In the Carabao Cup, we did lose on penalties. I'm not too sure if he played or not, but he's 19 years old. He had like 11 months left on his contract, and he's got some decent potential. And I needed another midfielder. Yes, he can play centre mid as well, CDM. And if we're playing the formation that we're playing now, then I feel like that's a good that's just a good deal really. I did offer 600,000, which was I believe his market value, and they went straight away and said yep, that's cool, no problem. I was expecting them to obviously say give me more money because it's deadline day, but they didn't, and I was very, very happy with it. And obviously, like I said, he only had 11 months on his contract, so I feel like I got him at a pretty decent price, and of course he's going to go up in stats anyway. So we do give him a important first team player, and we offer him a 4-year deal, and he was very, very happy with that. So again, a very, very good signing for us, I personally believe. And he wanted £1,200 in the wage and an 18 grand sign-on bonus, and after 20 appearances, £27,500. And I was willing to pay that because I feel like that's not a bad deal for us, and I'm very, very happy to get that. You'll see his stats here. Obviously, 6'2", I believe. And he's just got some pretty decent stats. Yes, he's only 62 overall, but our midfielder is kind of like 63 plus. But obviously, I will be training him. He's got some decent sprint speed. It's just overall some decent stats. So I'm very, very happy to get him in. And he's got a technical dribbler as well. For a 6'2" guy, I'm very, very happy with that signing. And I can't really fault the signings, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with the squad so far. Obviously, we still got some youth players coming through because obviously we did buy a youth scout to basically, you know, all that stuff like that. Barnett come in for Tom Smith, and then you're probably thinking to yourself, George, why did you not loan him out? And for me personally, sorry guys, I got a bit of a bad throat, to be honest. What it was that I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, we was going to use him regardless, whether that's in the cups or, you know, coming on as a sub. I feel like he can be a decent impact. Yes, he's only 51 overall, but still not a bad signing. So you see in the background here, like what teams paid for certain players, like how much they spent in and stuff like that. I feel like we did some decent business. I feel like the players that we did get in this season, I'm very, very happy with. And of course, you know, we'll just go from there and just see how well we do this season. Obviously, if we do need to bolster in January, I will do. But we shall see. Whether that's if we got a long-term injury to a player that is valuable to us, then we might have to get someone on loan just till the end of the season, because, you know, that's just the way it goes. But you see the squad here. I'm very, very happy with it. Yes, you could think we can get another centre back, but I'm hoping, guys, I'm really hoping that we can potentially get a young player in from our youth academy that's a centre back and has got some decent potential. That's kind of like my aim, because that'd be really, really good. Because obviously Robertson's getting on a bit as well. So obviously I wouldn't mind replacing him. Obviously we got Wagner as well, our scout future star. Yes, he's only got low work rates. He's 6'2" though, and I believe he actually does play in one of these games. I'm pretty certain it's the 3rd game of the episode, because I feel like, well, since Paul Mullin is only 55 or 6, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I'm not too sure. I feel like I put Wagner on the bench instead of Mullin because, yeah, I do love Mullin. I think he's a good player for us in real life. But on this game, he's just not got the best overall. And, of course, we want to get through this season with some good players and obviously playing each week. And, obviously, Mullin's not going to go up, is he? So that is kind of how we're going, guys. So We are sat 4th on the table, 4 games in, 2 wins, 2 draws and 0 losses. Now, I'm going to say this right now, this episode was quite frustrating for me personally because I don't know what it is, but I feel like in these 3 games, the goalkeepers were just completely buffed. It was unreal. Either that or it was my shot choices, I have no idea, but I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, of course, but I was just a bit frustrated in this episode. Obviously, after I played these 3 games, I felt like how has certain things happened to us, do you know what I mean? But we do get a first chance of the game in the 11th minute. We are playing Barnet at home, obviously. With Keshi Anderson stealing the ball off the defender, takes a shot, but hits the post. And I felt like, come on, boys, we needed that goal really because, I haven't been struggling with chances, but I've been struggling to put them away recently. And you'll see in basically these 3 games you see, I was just very surprised that I haven't scored half of the chances that I did create, and that's just one of those things really. But obviously Barnet come through here in the 21st minute. And pretty poor defending from me, to be honest. I don't know why I was trying to play it out from the back, and that's what I just like to do. I try to pass the ball around and try and don't want to lose possession too much. But Charles Cook does start this game. The reason why he did start this game is because I forgot to put Vigouroux in at the start of the game, because I'm pretty certain we played a League Cup match against Grimsby the game before, and I just completely forgot to put Vigouroux in goal. That's the reason why Charles Cook's playing. It's not because Vigouroux's leaving or anything, it's just that I just completely forgot to put him in. Barnet have another chance there, but it just goes past the right hand side of the post, and it goes 0-0 at half time. And it was a pretty even game. I felt like we could have been 1-0 up with the Anderson chance, but that's just one of those things really. Hopefully we can pull back in the second half, as Chris Hussey bringing the ball back in here, but a pretty decent clearance away. Finds Donald McDermott, but it's a good save by the Barnet goalkeeper to still keep it at 0-0. We do make 3 changes though. Dunn, Woolery and Mullen coming on for Matty Taylor, Keshi Anderson and Donald McDermott, just to get just to keep fresh legs and stuff like that. See if we can try and make an impact in this game. And we actually tried to make an impact as Goddard gets the ball here to find Paul Mullen. Mullen will play a through ball to Woolery. Woolery just kind of hold the ball up to find the through ball back again to Mullen. But unfortunately, Barnet do clear the ball off the line, and it is still 0-0. And we do get one more opportunity though in the 90th minute as Woolery comes through here. He's got the pace to beat defenders. I was just going to keep running with him. He's got some decent pace. He's still going to keep on going. Takes a shot. But again, we hit the post and the game finishes 0-0. So 2 really, really good chances in that game. We could have easily taken them, and this game could have easily been 2-0 to Swindon. And we could have easily got the 3 points. And I was very, very frustrated because I felt like the shot choices wasn't bad. It's just that I hit the post and it just didn't go in. That's just one of those things, but that's just the way it goes, unfortunately. We do get a loan offer, though, for Will Henry from Grimsby, and I did accept this, but obviously the deadline day's over, so I'm pretty certain he will leave in January for a year, which is fine. I'm not bothered either way, because I checked beforehand, before the Luton game, if he went or not, and he didn't go, so I'm assuming he will go in January. That's how I see it. I could be wrong, though. I don't know. I'm not sure. It kind of makes sense, though, doesn't it? But our next game is against Luton, and this game against Luton is going to be a big game because I'm pretty certain they are sat 3rd or 4th and we're sat 4th or 5th. You'll see the table in just a second, but obviously Luton are a good side. They should really be in the playoffs / getting promoted this season. There's a lot of teams really you could say that should be in the playoffs / getting promoted this season. As you'll see, Luton are 4th and we're 5th, only 1 point difference. But to be honest, like the league table doesn't really matter too much. As long as we're up there in the first 10 to 15 games, I'm pretty happy with it. But of course, I want to win the league, and by winning the league, I've got to win matches. And if the game like Barnet goes through like that the whole season, we're going to struggle to get in the playoffs. But hopefully, we can finish our chances. There's a lot of players there you see it from Luton. You obviously got likes of James Collins, Alan McCormack, Scott Cuff, but obviously former Swindon Town players. Some very, very good players, bearing in mind. And obviously Luton have a good team this year. They always kind of had a good team last year as well, but I reckon they're much stronger this year, and they should be fighting for playoffs / getting promoted. And again, we hit the post in the 6th minute, and I was just thinking to myself, like, am I ever going to score a goal? Like, I need the 3 points because I've dropped 2 points against Barnet. Obviously, if we get a draw against Luton, it's not the end of the world, but of course I want to win it. But Luke Norris, like, completely souls the defender there. Like, it was actually a very, very good turn from him. Like, it was just like, when you play the game and that actually happened. I thought, what an absolute turn that was from Luke Norris. That's just a nice little feature from EA that they've kind of put in. It looks like it. I've never done it before, but he completely sold a defender, drops his shoulder, and takes a good shot. But again, we do make it 1-0 though in the 33rd minute. Luckily, Keshi Anderson gets on the score sheet in the 33rd minute. And I was thinking to myself, that is what we needed. We played very, very well in the first half, but once again, pretty much straight from kickoff. This happens quite a lot on FIFA. It's always been kind of a thing. We do concede to make it 1-1 in the 47th minute, and I was very, very frustrated because we played really, really well in the first half, and we just collapsed 2 minutes into the second half. Just one of those things. I don't think I could have stopped a lot of thing about it. Danny Hilton gets the goal there to make it 1-1, and it was back to the drawing board once again. We needed a goal. Keshi Anderson goes through though in the 63rd minute, takes a shot, but a very, very good save by the Luton goalkeeper. A very, very good save from him indeed. And we do make 3 substitutions once again. Lingazi, Goddard and Wallery coming on for Matty Taylor, McDermott and Luke Norris. So once again, making those 3 changes, hopefully they can make an impact. Unfortunately, they did. But unfortunately, you'll see in just a second here as Wallery comes through. He's got the pace to beat Scott Cuthbert. I mean, anyone's got pace against Scott Cuthbert. To be honest, swings the ball in to find Keshi Anderson, but a very, very poor header from him. And that's just one of those things where, again, we should have been 2 or 3-1 up in this game, but it's unfortunately still 1-1. But we do get one more opportunity, though. Can we try and get the 3 points? Keshi Anderson goes through one-on-one again with the goalkeeper, but again, the goalkeeper does keep him in it to make it 1-1, and that unfortunately is how the game is going to end, guys. So another draw in this game, and I was thinking to myself, that's technically 4 points dropped in 2 games. We should have won both of our games. And once again, it's just one of those things. I don't really know how I could have played the games better than I did. Like, I had some decent opportunities, but I just couldn't score them. And once again, we just have to keep going. Obviously, Luton's got their only shot of the game, and they score it. So one of those things. I can't do a lot about it, but we go again, boys. We go again. Notts County, final game of the episode, away against Notts County. Obviously, we lost 1-0 in this game in real life, so of course I want to rectify that and get a win. But with the current form we're in, 2 draws in the last 2 games, we really, really needed a win in this game, because I felt like if we don't, then it's going to be it might cost us at the end of the season, depending on where we are at the table. Like, if it's 1 or 2 points from, you know, second or first, we needed to get these, points. Obviously, we are 8 points behind first place, and we need to catch up as soon as possible, because we don't want to be playing catch up, because it's some more pressure on me to play games to try and get the wins. So we needed to get some wins on the board, and we needed to get a good performance here against Notts County. Obviously, they got Shola Ambiobi up front, obviously going to be a massive threat to us, because he is a good player. Obviously dropping down to League 2. I think he is like 34, 35 now, so kind of makes sense that he is in League 2. But still, he's going to be a handful for us. But the Notts County do get the first chance of the game in the 14th minute. Swing the ball in. Pretty poor defending from me, to be honest. Shola Ambiobi takes a shot. It was just more of a clusterfuck, that goal, to be honest, because I didn't really know how it went in. Vigouroux should have saved it. It should have been a simple, easy save for him. You could say the ball went in with him a lot of power, but it took a deflection off my defender. It fell nicely to the Notts County striker, and they do make it 1-0. And I thought, I can't lose this game. Like, I just can't. I just can't. Like, I needed to win this game regardless. So we needed to go out all guns blazing, and we do pretty much get an instant reply with Kane Wallery coming through here to make it 1-1. A very, very nice finish from him in the 19th minute. An instant impact. That is what we needed. We needed to get back on level terms as soon as possible and try and get the win in this game. Very, very happy to get that goal. It's more of a sigh of relief, to be honest, because I needed to score it regardless. I needed to score. I needed to take my chances, and I did in that particular incident. But in the 35th minute, once again, we do get another chance here as Kane Wallery gets the ball here to find Luke Norris. He goes through, but once again, a very, very big opportunity missed from us, to be honest. And Luke Norris couldn't find the target and goes wide to the right-hand side of the post. But once again, Luke Norris again comes through. But it was a good defending there by the Notts County defender. We do try and swing the ball in here, though. I do need to try and sort out these set pieces, to be honest, because, you know, that's one of those things. But we do swing the ball in. Keeping us punch it away to find Luke Norris. Luke Norris play out wide against James Murphy. He will swing the ball in to find Lingazi, but again, another good save by the goalkeeper, and again, another opportunity wasted. And we go in at 1-1 at half-time. And we needed to win this game regardless. We needed to win. We won each at half-time. I felt like we could have easily won this game going in at half-time. We had a couple of good chances. Obviously, Notts County got some pretty... well, their first goal was pretty lucky, but that's one of those things. We do make a couple of substitutions. Wagner coming on here for Luke Norris because I felt like why not give him a chance. And we also bring on Donald McDermott for Johnny Goddard at cam. And we also, I think we put James Dunn in midfield because I felt like we could have easily won some aerial battles in midfield. So that's what I kind of done. But then in the 60th minute, we do get a chance here again as Kane Watery comes through once again with his pace. He's got a lot of pace, this guy. And he does take a shot here. But again, it goes wide of the post. But we do get one more opportunity, though, in the 90th minute. Lawrence Vigru hoofs the ball upfield to blind Wagner. Obviously, 6-2, does win the header. Finds Donald McDermott. Plays a lovely through ball to Kane Watery once again. Does try and turn his man. He does so. Takes a shot. And a very, very good goal. We do make it 2-1 in the 90th minute. And that is exactly what we needed to do to make it, to basically give us 3 points. We needed the 3 points, and we got the 3 points in this game. And I was very, very happy when that goal went in. And we do, like I said, get the 3 points in this game. And that's going to be the end of the episode, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching the video, guys. Make sure to leave it a like if you guys did enjoy the video. Subscribe to the channel too if you guys would like to watch more Swindon Town Career Mode. Obviously, more FIFA stuff. That'd be great. Once again, thank you guys for the recent support on my video as well. I do sound ill because I am ill, and I do apologise. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you very, very soon, guys. So, guys, have a good day, and goodbye.